Check. Check. Hello. Hello. Okay, guys, listen. So, till the end of the program, we want you to maintain a complete discipline. One kind request is we want your cell phone to be switched off or silent mode, please. ஏன்னா உன் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் இங்கே தான் இருக்காங்க சரியா no one going to message you except until your parents, that's all. Okay, hope you would have informed your parents and half day you will be leaving it அப்படி தான் சொல்லிட்டு வந்திருப்பீங்க. Okay, we want your cell phone to be either switched off or silent mode. அது மட்டும் கொஞ்சம் பண்ணுங்க. Okay, so principal sir will be coming and he'll be addressing the you people, and also followed by placement officer will be briefing about the next 6 months of what you're going to do. Since you're going to appear for the university exam, so from Monday onwards, so that is what. So we want you to guide few things, how to take it forward for the next 6 months or next 1.5 years, how you're going to take it forward, that is what. So we want your complete cooperation, we want your discipline to be maintained, that is what.
Check. Guys, very good morning all. Good morning guys. Fine. Guys, this gathering is very, very important, that too before your 5th semester exam. And this is usual routine stuff which we used to do it before 5th semester exam, because this exam, what you're going to take it up shortly from next week onwards, going to play a very, very important role with respect to your placement as well as your academic stuff. And this principal address which is going to happen now, and it's very important. I want everyone to take it up seriously, and after principal address we'll have some interaction regarding any clarification regarding placement and training and other stuffs, followed by we all eagerly waiting for this grand launch of this L&T EduTech program, Educate India, that will follow somewhere around 10:30. Okay, with a big round of applause, let us welcome principal to address the gathering, please.
A very warm good morning to all of you present here. I think after a semester gap we are meeting. I think on the first day of your 5th semester, we had a meeting like this. So all the students have, and I think I have highlighted some of the achievements that we had it in the last year in our institution. And after that, what are all the other activities that we are planning for this year, and how effectively the students' participation would be. So all these things I have shared in the first meeting. See, as far as your batch is concerned, this is the right time to take part in all the placement related events very seriously. See, most of the time I am getting the comments from your class teachers and also your department placement coordinators that the students are not taking up the training very seriously. They are taking it very lightly and they are attending it. Sometimes we are noting down your attendance that only 60-70% of the students are attending in the various training sessions. Okay. So I think almost everybody you have joined in our institution have joined with the focus that, or with the intention that we can get good placement offer when we are going out of this institution. Am I correct? Only because of good placement that our institution is providing, you might have joined in our institution. So of course, from our side, what are all the best efforts that we can take, definitely we will take. There is no doubt in that. Because every time we are fixing up the target for the placement slightly higher than the last year target. Suppose last year, if you have achieved 80% placement, this time our target would be 85%. Then next year it would be 90%. Like that, every year we are rising up our target by 5% and we are trying to reach it. And also, in every year, we are adding up 10 new companies in our list. 10 new companies in our list. Of course, some of the companies who have already come for campus recruitment, because of some reasons, they cannot come. But as an average, 60 to 70 companies are regularly coming to our institution for recruiting our students. It means that all the students here are getting the opportunity to attend in all the 60, 70 companies. But due to some eligibility criteria, depending upon the company, the eligibility criteria varies, right? Because of these reasons, some students who are performing well in the academics, they have got more grades, good grades in academics. They will be participating in all the 60, 70 companies. The students who are in the next level, they will be getting the opportunity to attend interview in at least 30 to 40 companies. See, why I am saying this is, see, from our institution, we are trying to provide great opportunities for all the students of our college. Okay? So it is in your hand to take up it very seriously and perform well in the interview and getting through it. As far as academic is concerned, we are having experienced teachers in all the departments. Of course, in some departments, there are some new teachers like AML and IoT department. It's very emerging domain, you know. So it's very difficult to find the experienced people in that. People with a computer science background, and after completing some certifications on this particular domain, we have appointed them. So, as far as academic is concerned, we are trying to give lot of inputs related to technology and the practical aspect of all these advanced emerging technologies. We are conducting a lot of workshops in all the departments. Your department HODs and the senior faculty members, they are arranging for a number of special lectures. Okay? And we are conducting value-added courses. Some guest lectures we are arranging with the help of industry experts. So all these things are being provided to all our students to enrich the subject knowledge, in addition to the classroom teaching. Most of the time, the classroom teaching, the students are taking it as very lightly, and they think that just for clearing the exams, that is enough. Actually, it is not like that. So each and every class, each and every subject that you are studying will give you great amount of knowledge on the particular subject. So only in the knowledge point of view, you have to prepare your subjects. You should not think that just for clearing the subjects, just for getting some grades, decent grades, we are writing the exams. It's not like that. Okay? Now you have come to 5th semester. Till 4th semester, you had very basic fundamental subjects. So from the 5th semester onwards, you are having some subjects which are advanced in nature, related to your discipline. So the subjects that you are studying in the 5th semester, 6th semester, 7th semester, mostly in the 7th and 8th semester will be selecting so many elective subjects. The number of elective subjects that you will be offered will be slightly more compared with the lower semesters. So the elective subject, I think the department HOD and the senior faculty, they will be guiding you to select the right subjects, which will be very much important for the placement point of view. So you prepare all the subjects well, try to develop knowledge on all the subjects, take part in all the competitions, events conducted in your department, because all these activities will be helping you to develop your expertise on the subjects. So in the interview, definitely one question will come. See, there are so many questions which will come. The first question will be, what is the first question that you will face in the interview? The first question may be, tell about yourself, or please introduce yourself. So whatever is the interview, whether it is for IT company or some other, because in our college also, when we are recruiting people for faculty, we will ask them this question, please introduce yourself. So this is a default question that will come in all the interviews. So when this question comes, you have to explain or you have to tell about yourself very shortly, and what are all the important things that is to be conveyed, you have to convey it properly. You need not say, or you need not tell big story about yourself, right? So your conversation must be very short and to the point. What are all the important things to be highlighted about yourself? Your educational background, your family background, what are all the fields in which you are interested? Okay, these are all very important things to be conveyed properly, right? Just within a minute you have to describe yourself. Okay, so what is your quality? So what are all the areas in which you are more interested? Right, this is one question. The second question will be, what are your interested subjects? Or what are the subjects in which you are more comfortable? So this is another question which will come, definitely. So among the subjects, I think 45 subjects you will be studying in your course, right? Each semester you are studying 7 to 8 subjects, right? 6 subjects, theory subjects, and 3 practicals. So 45 subjects you will be studying till 8th semester. Now you are in the 6th semester, you are going to enter into the 6th semester. Maybe at the end of the 6th semester or at the beginning of the 7th semester, you will be attending interview. By that time, you would have completed how many subjects? 38 to 40 subjects, right? Right. So among the subjects that you have studied, you have to select 5 subjects which are more interested. Okay? The subjects in which you are more interested. That subjects you have to identify, and you have to be strong in that subject at least. Okay? Right. So, select the specific subjects in which you are showing more interest and try to understand the basics and also how the concepts that you are learning in the subjects can be applied for developing some new kind of projects. Then another question is, the third question definitely it will come in the interviewers. Have you developed any projects? Have you done any mini projects, or what is the project that you are doing in the final year? So this question definitely will come. So for that also you should be prepared. I think all of you are doing mini projects in your second year, and also second year you might have completed one mini project. Am I correct? Have you done mini project in the second year, in all the departments? Yes. Third year also I think you are doing one mini project. Because last 5 years we are making the mini project as mandatory for all the students. In all the departments they will be giving some mini projects. The projects are very, very important. Okay? Because why the projects are very important? See, what are all the knowledge that we have gained through the classroom and other activities which can be applied only in the project. While you are doing the project, you will get to know more about the technology. You will get to know more about the application of the knowledge. Okay, how that technology that we have learned through all the activities can be applied for developing innovative projects. That is very important, right? So you should be able to explain about your project well. And also, while you are explaining your project, another question will come from the interviewer. So what is the novelty in the project? Okay, you are doing one project. What is the innovation in that? In what way this project is different from the other existing similar kind of projects? Will it come or not? Yes. Because always people will expect the project to be innovative. There must be some difference between your project and the other projects which are already existing. You should be able to clearly differentiate your project from the already existing projects. Okay? So even though the project that you are doing is more or less related with other existing products or projects, you should be able to differentiate your project from that. Okay? So how we can differentiate it? One is in terms of the application. Sir, the same concept is applied for different application in that project. Now in my project, the technology is same, but I am applying this technology for some other application. This nobody has tried. This way you can distinguish. The second thing is, sir, already this kind of product is available in the market, but I am trying to develop this project which is more cost effective. So that project cost may be 50,000 or 1 lakh, but my project cost is 20,000 or 10,000 only. So in terms of cost effectiveness, you can differentiate your project. Okay? Then, sir, in the already existing project, these are all the features available. But in my project, I have introduced some more features. These features are very, very much important. So in that way, my project is different from the already existing project. So like this, you have to differentiate very clearly the projects, okay? Then, when you are explaining all this, okay, you have to explain it very clearly. So, for explaining about your project, you should prepare how it is to be explained well, so that they can understand it very clearly. That is very important. Whatever information that we are conveying, that should reach to the receiver, correct? So, the communication is very important. The communication you have to develop. Okay? Sometimes, if you are not able to explain it in English, okay, you can request them. Because in some of the companies, they won't expect, they see only the attitude of the students, how interestingly they are trying to answer. So that kind of attitude they will look for. So you should try to convince them properly. If you are struggling in English, because sometimes we may be stuck up when we are talking. So you should try to convince the people so that you can talk in Tamil also, if required. But the thing is, you have to properly convey. The matters which you want to convey. That is very important, correct? So these are all the ways you can attend the interview. So what are all the skills which are important? I think in placement, a number of times our placement department coordinators and also our placement officer, Dr. Jayakumar, might have told about all these things. What are all the skills in which we are fully equipped? See, first thing is we should be strong in communication. Am I correct or not? Right? Because communication skill is mandatory for all the students, because most of the IT companies, okay, you will be carrying out the international projects. You need to interact with foreign people also. So the language or communication skill is very much important that you need to develop. I think from the placement cell, they are arranging for a lot of training programs to improve the communication skill of the students. So you have to develop your skill and you should perform well. Then, what are all the other skills required? Subject knowledge, the expertise, that is very important. Subject knowledge is very important. You should be very strong in the basics, fundamentals. See, most of the time I am getting the comment from the interviewer that, sir, your students, they have got very good grades. Some students, they are saying that they are having CGPA more than 9. But when we ask very basic questions, they are not able to answer this. So this is a kind of comment that we get more frequently from the interviewer. This comment should not come. So we all have to be very strong in the basics. For each and every discipline, mechanical or EEE, computer science, IT, ECE, there are few basic subjects which are very, very much important. On all these basic subjects, you should have very strong knowledge that you can refresh your old subjects and you can try to develop that. Okay? The fundamental concepts, you should be very clear. Then, about your projects, already I told you. Okay? So, about your projects, you should be able to explain it well. So, that is very important. And also, when you are saying about this project, you have to highlight the innovation in that, novelty of your project. Okay? Then, they will check for other things. Coding skill, that is also very important because most of the companies, they are coming for recruiting our students, are IT companies. So definitely they will look for people with good coding skill. Okay? As far as the coding is concerned, rather than the knowledge on the particular language that you are using, the logic is very important. Okay? If you are very clearly able to define the logic for solving that particular problem by using any language, language means C program or Java program or Python programming, okay? The coding language that we are using is different. The logic, the flow, how that particular problem can be solved, that logical sequence is very important, that you should be very clear. Okay? So these are all very important skills that you need to develop already from the department side. From the department side, the technical aspects, they are doing a lot of programs to develop all your skills related to your subject, then your projects and all. Then for soft skill, from the placement cell, they are arranging for so many programs. Okay? So please take up all the training programs very seriously and try to develop your skills and do the interview better and try to get opportunity to enter into the company in the first slot itself. So in the first slot, few major companies, the salary package of that companies may be good. More than 7 lakhs, 8 lakhs companies that they will come. So most of the students of our institution should try to clear the interview in the first slot itself. Okay? As far as your senior batch is concerned, your senior batch is 24 passed out batch, right? Have you got any information about how many companies have visited for recruiting them? Do you have any idea about it? Have you interacted with your seniors? Have you interacted with your seniors? No. Why? Have you asked anything about the campus recruitment and what are all the companies which will come from your seniors? Huh? Have you inquired about it from your seniors? No. See, 2024 batches concerned, the total number of offers that we have given is 722. But the number of students in that batch is nearer to 500 only. For your batch, it is 560. The number of students in your batch is 560. But in the previous batch, it is near to 500. So more than 400 students have been placed in that companies. The total number of companies recruited our students are 54. 54 companies have come for campus recruitment. Okay, in all that 54 companies, more than 400 students have got placed. So this is our status. Some of the companies which came for recruiting our students are TCS. TCS from the first batch itself, we are placing good number of students. Then Zoho, CTS, Cognizant, Virtusa, Car Technologies, Sutherland, Voltech, Sundaram Fasteners, etc. Voltech and Sundaram Fasteners. So these are all the core companies which are recruiting our triple and mechanical students. Most of the other companies are IT companies. They recruit all the students. Okay. So computer science students, IT students, AML students, EC students, and triple students. All these students are having equal opportunities to go into the IT companies. Even some mechanical students also, some IT companies, they prefer mechanical students also, because after recruiting the mechanical engineering students, these students will be put up in the mechanical engineering projects. Most of the IT, most of the mechanical industries are now getting automated. So there also they need people to have good coding skills. So almost all the students, irrespective of the branches, they are having great opportunities to enter into IT companies. So my request to all the students here is, try to develop your coding skill, try to develop your communication skill through soft skill programs. Okay? Then develop your skill to explain about your project well. So as far as technical part is concerned, your department, HOD and the senior faculty team, they will conduct a lot of mock interviews related to your subjects, and they will try to equip yourself to perform better in the interview. Okay? So attend all the training programs arranged by placement cell very seriously, because this is the right time to focus more towards placement. Okay? Till second year end or third year beginning, you may be focusing only towards academic. Sixth semester, seventh semester, these 2 semesters are very, very much important. Lot of training programs will be there. You attend all the training programs, try to develop all your skills and crack the interview. Okay? So actually our target is, for all the students eligible for getting placement, they should be placed. So by keeping this as the target, we all are working. Some students may be interested to have their own startup. So we are not bothering about them. So almost all the students who are graduating from our institution, they should get placement. Okay? So no student without placement graduated from our institution. This status should not be there. Okay? For all the students completing the course successfully in the 4 years, they have to go with the job offer. So that is the aim that we are having. For that, we all are working very hard, and so far we are trying to fulfill that target, and for your batch also we should try to reach that. Okay? So there may be 3 tiers in which we are classifying the companies. Tier 1 companies which are offering more salary package. These tier 1 companies are like product companies. Okay? Almost 50% of our students, they will be getting placement in the tier 1 companies. The remaining 30-40%, they will get a placement in tier 2 companies. There the package may be slightly less. Then the other students who are having few areas, 1 or 2 areas, that students also can be placed in tier 3 companies. Okay? So you need not worry about the placement. We are here for helping you to get good placements, right? So that is the assurance that we can give to your parents also. With that hope only your parents, they have admitted you here. Okay? So wish you all the best. Please take all my words very seriously and try to participate in all the events conducted by your departments and also the placement cell very seriously. And when we are seeing next time, many of the students should say that I have got offer. Okay? Right. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Check.
Guys, please maintain silence. The guest is on the way. As I told you, this is very important event and principal addressing before 5th semester. Why principal has addressed you guys before this semester exam here is, the results of 5th semester alone is going to decide whether you are eligible for placement or not. Is it clear? Whether you guys already having whatever may be your CGPA, whatever may be your number of arrears till date, doesn't matter. Okay. If you guys can able to take up the forthcoming 5th semester exam, which is going to commence from next week onwards, you guys can able to comfortably clear all the subjects with good CGPA, you are done with the placements. That's it. Is it clear? That's the reason, irrespective of any semester, 5th semester plays very, very important role. See guys, this is grand launch, but again we couldn't able to see, okay, some of the students couldn't able to turn up today. I think their exam fever has started. I hope we can able to feel that, but still, okay, that's the reason we also arranged bus immediately after the program to drop you back to not to waste time. Is it clear? Fine. See guys, I just, maybe like as I told you, do you have any doubts or clarification regarding a placement training? What's going to happen immediately after? Fine. See guys, yeah. This is our placement record of 20, I'm just showing you the placement record of last 2 to 3 years. Okay. And 2022 we had, our strength is less, okay. Strength is around 400, we got 483 offers. We got more than 90% placement by the time. 23 batch. Yeah, 23, we got slight better placement record of better offers, 507. Next one, 24 batch. 24 batch, we got 727 offers last year. Next one. Okay, this is present batch. Okay, till yesterday we got the results of Delphi Technologies. With that result, we have reached 500 placement. I hope you can appreciate your seniors for achieving this 500 placement. Nothing wrong. Fine. Next one. Fine. See guys, compared to last year, guys please maintain silence. Compared to last year, this year we got a good start with respect to placement. We got a good start, and hopefully moving forward, we'll surely achieve 90% placement record by placing all your seniors in good top MNCs. Lot of good companies are in lineup, like Tech Mahindra. Tech Mahindra, we already completed the registration. Interview process will start very shortly. And TCS, already around 38 students been shortlisted. They'll be going for the interview next week. And Renault Nissan drive may be scheduled shortly. Virtusa, we already signed an MOU with them, and we'll also have the drive happening shortly. Car Technologies, again, first round, we have all registration is completed. We are going to start the Car Technologies drive also shortly. And the most expected company for every batch is here is Zogo. And Zogo internship drive has been over last semester. We are expecting actual placement drive, okay, will happen immediately after the maybe the 7th semester exams. Fine guys. See guys, immediately after your 5th semester exams are over, our placement training schedule will be broadcasted to everybody. You should ensure that even on the next day of your exam is getting over, we may start the placement training. That's the reason we want you guys to priorly inform that don't plan anything else other than getting yourself ready for the placement training. Is it clear? I'll touch upon some important things, some important aspects of placement which we want all the third years to be prepared or to be ready, okay, for the forthcoming placement season. Okay, one is with respect to training. Today attendance we are not convinced, but moving forward with respect to placement there is no compromise on attendance and discipline. Even while principal was addressing, I am able to see. Okay, and there is some noise out there. Okay, students are talking. See guys, one thing is for sure. Once you are there inside the auditorium, wherever the venue it may be, once we are going to have any professional event happening, okay, your job is to just come and sit and listen to the delegates or principal or whoever it may be. Is it clear? Whether it's going to be useful or not, whether you're going to take it inside or not, that's all secondary. Your job is just come and sit. If you're able to get some good inputs, take it up, move forward. Otherwise, be like a good spectator. Don't compromise on the discipline. Okay, enjoy the session if you really like it. Otherwise, you can leave immediately after the session. Not only for today, any placement training which is happening, there is no compromise on attendance and discipline from now onwards. Okay, however you may be earlier, from now onwards, there is no compromise. Even for the delegates who are going to come very shortly, while they are addressing, okay, very sure they are going to talk more about this L&T and their product and how you guys are going to get benefit out of this particular L&T EduTech Educate India. This L&T is broadcasting something good for the students, online courses. You should know the quality of those courses. You guys are going to really lucky enough. You are the first batch of students who's going to get benefit out of this particular product which they're going to launch very shortly at MIT. Is it clear? And make sure, take up the inputs. If they happen to have question session after this, after their launching, be prepared to ask any question to both the delegates, both the chief guests, and get it clarified. Second one, no, like, see guys, with respect to, again, no compromise on the dress code. Today also, we tried to just, follow it up, whether students can able to stick on to few instructions or not. I couldn't able to see, not much people came on a dress code. We have certain dress code need to be followed in placement. One thing is there no compromise on being in formal dress code, neatly shaded with shoes, with ID card, that's must. Certain programs, we need to be with tie, okay? For the pre-placement talk or for campus interviews, we need to be with the tie. And few important programs or few important HR interactions, we may request you to come along with the dress code of whether it's going to be blue or white or whatever it is. You need to follow it just to make sure, just to project ourselves, we are very, very professionally connected with the HRs. And immediately after the training program, any training program is over, we'll broadcast a training feedback form, that's Google form, in which each and every one should genuinely give a feedback about that particular training program, whether the trainer is good, training is good or not, whether it's going to be effective, whether it's going to be really useful for your placement or not. You should never mind about anybody, whether what placement officer or placement coordinator or HOD will say if he gives some wrong feedback about the placement training and all. It's your money which you're paying for your placement training. You got all the rights to give any genuine feedback about any training which is going to happen. Whether the trainer maybe have some good rapport with the college or not, whether they know to the management or principal or myself or anybody, doesn't matter. You guys should have that guts to give genuine feedback so that those feedbacks will be taken forward immediately. If the trainer is not good, we'll be able to replace it. If the content is not good, we'll try to replace with the good content. Okay. Hence, there is no compromise on the quality of the training. And hope everyone is part of the WhatsApp group Interlo Place 2026, okay, which is a group which you are following for almost a decade. Okay, this is one common group where all your communications will be sent out. And you should not come back and ask us, sir, I'm not aware of this particular training program, I'm not aware of this placement recruitment, I'm not aware this company is coming on which date, when you told, nothing like that. Okay, our job is when we get any first-hand information, immediately we'll just post this particular message in a Interlo group. You, all the third years, please ensure that you are already being a part of this Interlo Place group 2026. If not, do it right away. Okay, that's the only interface between, okay, our placement cell and the students. Not only for you, any batch for that matter. Is it clear? Please ensure that. With respect to placement drives, and for any placement drive coming, first we'll post the registration form, we'll broadcast, and we'll give a deadline. This particular date, this particular company is coming, this eligibility, who and all can able to apply for this drive. Each and every company has got certain eligibility with respect to percentage, with respect to department. Is it clear? And based on the eligibility, first your job is just see the eligibility, whether you are eligible or not, based on your academic credentials. Then you decide you are eligible or not. If you are eligible, you should do a registration without the deadline of the registration form. That's very important. And there won't be any extension of a deadline once the registration form is closed. Because companies will expect certain professionalism in submitting the database of the students for any campus drive. Okay. 10 o'clock we are closing. If somebody is coming and asking us 10:05, sir, I have forgotten, my mobile has got a problem, I couldn't able to see the message, what can I do? Sorry, okay, database would have been already downloaded by either the placement cell or directly by the company. Okay, database online exam will be database will be ported, maybe like been configured for the online test, and nothing can be done. Hence, please make sure you guys are being registering for any campus drive immediately after your 5th semester exam, either for the internship or placement drive. Be punctual and do it accordingly. And for certain companies, common training for you guys will start immediately after your 5th semester. Okay, common for everybody. For all the 700 students, common training will happen. Once that training, we will cover mostly on this aptitude, verbal, reasoning, programming, okay, and some certain soft skills. These are all the major things which we concentrate on the placement stuff. Once we done with this common placement training, we'll move forward for the company specific training, where certain companies, say for example, Infosys coming, they will always looking for students with 80% throughout in 10th, 12th UG and no history of a year. Okay. For example, I am saying, for that, who is eligible will get registered. Those students will be pulled out separately. Those company specific training will happen for them separately. Okay. Hence, company specific training will happen for every company. Whether you become eligible or not, that's all purely decided based on your performance in your 5th semester exam. All these campus drives may happen online or offline. After COVID, most of the companies prefer to conduct the campus drives online. Again, they're coming forward nowadays. Again, it's getting converted. They would prefer coming and meeting the students in person, conduct the campus drives. Is it clear? Those are all conducted online. Again, now they started conducting in person. And you guys need to get yourself ready to prepare enough to take it up your campus drive. Either it's going to be online or offline. Doesn't matter. It's all your talent, your potential, your caliber, your employability skills really matters. If you are good enough, okay, there should be certain etiquettes need to be followed for online and offline. Okay, not the same. There's small differences there. That will train you, will let you know. And this online or offline, if it is online, fine. You can sit at home or in college, you can take it up. No issues. Okay. For taking up it in home, okay, most of the drives are happening online, including TCS, Cognizant, everything. You guys need to have a proper, perfect setup for taking the online test, okay, immediately after your exam, or go and talk to your parents. Okay, during your 5th semester itself, we are planning to bring in lot of companies for giving you opportunities for an internship. Is it clear? Even Zogo may also drop in immediately after your 5th semester. Get ready. And for that, you guys need to have a proper desktop or laptop with net connectivity. Okay, proper webcam. It's going to be proctored exam. Online is going to be proctored exam where camera should be web enabled laptop or desktop need to be there with proper internet connectivity. Okay, with proper backup of UPS or whatever it is. And everything need to be ready with every one of you. You should not depend on going to any browsing center or taking help of your friends, because if the company is hosting an online test, for all the 700 together, maybe on stipulated date, on stipulated time, so that you can't able to depend on your friends on the time. Okay, hence don't compromise on this stuff for getting yourself equipped to take up the online test at home. TCS and all conduct 2 to 3, pre-assessment to make sure all your infrastructure, it's called IRC test, infrastructure readiness test, to ensure that your system has got, it's been, whether your OS, your configuration, your, and your system really supports to take up that particular online test or not. Okay, no compromise on that, please ensure that. And before any companies, again, it's going to be online. Offline campus drives may happen inside MIT, or you may need to go to colleges in Chennai. Okay, now our students, there's more than 5 to 6 companies, all your seniors has went to Chennai, take up the drive and came back. Okay, moving forward, they also need to go. Hence, you guys need to be prepared to travel to Chennai or nearby cities to take up the offline campus recruitment drives. Please be ready, guys. Before any campus drives comes, you need to ensure that which company comes, and you need to go to their respective website and try to know about the company. That's the first important thing which you need to do it. Is it clear? Because industry trend is like that. TCS is doing great now. TCS may not get a project in next 2-3 months. Okay, the intake may be low and the recruitment may also be low. Okay, hence we can't able to predict which company is going to do great. We are not able to hear anything on about Wipro for the last 2-3 years. But Wipro is a top MNC company. Till date, they didn't able to onboard the students passed out in 2022 batch for the past 2 years. Okay, but some students' dream company may be Wipro, getting into Wipro. Don't have any, fixed agenda of getting placed in one particular company. Even Zogo also, now they're coming back strongly. Last 1.5 years, they are very silent. Depends on the project. If they're able to get a good project, it's fine. All those things will get reflected on their website. How they're doing, what is the economic growth, what is the turnover. Okay, get a feedback from the employees who are working there. Are they getting the salary at the right time or not? Are they getting any good projects? Are the projects are really worthwhile or not? All those information, before the company comes, you need to get onto the website and try to understand about the companies, and then only you need to make sure, moving forward, that will give you next level of confidence and move. That also will help you out when the HR is coming and addressing you guys. They will first, before they start the pre-placement, there is something called PPT, pre-placement talk. Any company, before they start the selection process, they'll assemble everybody something like this. They will try to talk about the company and selection process. First thing they'll ask you, do you have any questions to be asked to the HR? By the time, if you guys are really prepared enough, gone to the website, and you need to ready to ask the questions. So what is your recent project? What is the CSR activity? How I need to get yourself ready before I join the company? Okay, some similar questions like that. You need to be prepared, and further you need to go to the website and yourself get it ready. Fine. And this is how you need to get yourself ready for the placement drives, guys. Okay. And we are also planning to conduct a placement day immediately after your 5th semester in association with a company, in which this placement day, the first time we are doing it. Okay, we never done it for any batches. For your batch, it's going to be a placement day. This term is the first time we are coining it. These 2 days, all 700 people will go through all the selection process of the companies. Okay, you will be assembled here, assuming like a company like TCS, we'll have a pre-placement talk. Immediately after this, all the 700 need to go, take up the online test, and after this online test is over, we'll share the results. Students are getting shortlisted in the online test. We'll go for a group discussion. Students are clearing the group discussion, will go for the technical interview. Students are clearing the technical interview, will go for a HR interview. Finally, sample offer letters will be handed over to you. That will give an exposure or experience how the placement drive happens. I am talking about only 5 processes. Okay, but with respect to Zogo and all, it's going to be 10, 11, 12 processes and all. They'll have a different level of filtration will happen with respect to Zogo and all. Technical interview, I am talking only one technical interview. Zogo, you need to go around more than 10 round of technical interview or programming test. For example, I am saying. Okay, hence this placement day will give a complete exposure about the selection process and get an idea about what is all about. That will also give you some students are getting through that particular placement, getting an offer at the end of the day will give you some more confidence that you are ready to take up the placement. Okay, fine. And we'll also conduct a lot of mock interviews. Guys, I'll just pass because guests is already arrived. They'll be here right away next few minutes time. And before that, I'll try to touch upon some important things. Yeah, fine. This placement day is going to happen. Next one, resume competition will be posted. Guys, listen here. They will do the job. Your job is to just listen to me. That's it. Okay. We are going to host a resume competition for all the 3rd years right away immediately after your 5th semester exam. Okay. Be ready and get ready with your resumes, and I want all the 700 should upload your resume. That's important. That's mandatory. And the best resumes will be shortlisted and be moved forward to the HR of a company. They will shortlist the best resume, and students uploaded the best resume will be rewarded by the principal. along with some attractive gifts or whatever it is. The reason why I'm telling here is, by the time we post this particular competition, before that I want everyone to be ready with your resume. We'll try to share some good resumes of your seniors. Not necessarily also, you can able to download one of the best resumes from the internet or whichever source you are accessible. Take it up and then make sure you're getting with the best resume. See guys, in a resume, these are some more important things which I like to insist. Make sure whatever the objective, what you're putting across, it should be the original, it should be yours. Okay. For example, we are going to post this particular competition after 1 month. You got 1 month time to decide your objective. Okay. And that's the first thing which you're going to give it in your resume. That should be the original and genuine one. Okay. More than 50% of the students will always copy and paste the objective. To be very frank. Okay. I don't want to be that in case of this 20, 26, 30 year students. Your objective should be unique. You refer as many resumes as possible. Give your best genuine resume which talks about you. What is your objective in your life? That's more important. Decide your areas of interest of specific 5-6 subjects. Work on it, refresh it, only put it across those areas of interest. Again, as sir insisted, for your batch, we're going to start your final year project immediately after 5th semester exam, because sir Sonamari, 2 question mandatory, introduce yourself. Okay, 2nd question is mandatory, explain about your final year project. Okay, hence it is going to be final year project or mini project or whatever it is. Please ensure that you guys are being ready, get ready with your starting your final year project. If a mini project is ready, fine tune it and be prepared to project your mini project in a big way. And guys, get ready, consolidate all your achievements, awards, rewards, which since your schooling, do you have anything specific thing need to be projected to the HR? Be prepared, take the certificates, review it. Okay, any questions being asked based on your credentials, be ready to answer it confidently. And I request everyone to put across a separate file immediately after the exam. Separate file. Your first should contain your resume, followed your academic credentials, followed your awards and rewards. Assuming somebody is good in Magic Square or whatever it is, other than academic, do you have any specific skills you have? Either it's going to be art, or you already created some websites, or you have been having a startup company, or you created your own product. Fine tune it, get yourself ready, okay, make it as a final product and be ready to project in front of the HR. It's the right time you guys need to get ready, okay. And I like to project some of the best practices which I want to follow. One thing is, immediately after your 5th semester exam, I keep on insisting this 5th semester exam for the 10th or 11th time because it has got its own importance. Immediately after 5th semester exam, from next year onwards, I want everyone to spend minimum of 1 hour to 2 hours every day with respect to your placement training activity, refreshing your placement stuff. Second one is Skill Rack portal. During your first year, second year, you guys are little active. After that, I'm not able to see any great performance or great contribution towards this Skill Rack. That we need to reactivate it. Maybe some guys would have been forgotten your login credentials also. Come back strongly. If I want to talk about Skill Rack, I can talk about 1 hour and its importance. I'll come back to that little later. But Skill Rack should be taken back very effectively immediately after that. Guys, please be in touch with all the social medias, not in other way. I'm talking about like Telegram group or groups which has been professionally connected with the placement stuff of other colleges. See, for example, if any one campus drive is coming to any college like SRM or Satyabama or VIT, they will pose the questions, they will pose their experience about their company in their college. You guys need to be socially either in person connected with the students of the other colleges or else through the social media like Telegram or other stuff. Okay, that's more important. get yourself ready, guys. Guys, be prepared to try to understand the recent technologies and recent trends which is happening. And this batch I can able to see lot of students has got lot of online certifications. See guys, once you go and sit in front of the HR, he will try to understand what you guys has done it for 3 years at MIT. From the day one of you joining an MIT, 3 years, what you contributed for your growth. Sir, I done this many online certification. I participate in this many competitions. Okay, I've been connected. Okay, I already uploaded this many projects in GitHub. I'm very actively connected in a LinkedIn. I participated in a lot of symposiums. I've just having an idea of starting a startup. Already started. Is it clear? And if you can able to project yourself, you can also say, I've done this courses, I got this certification, I've done this small mini project or project. See guys, if you guys able to, if this question has been asked, what you contributed for your self-growth for last 3 years, you should at least minimum able to convey minimum 10 to 15, other than your academic. So now the exam exam pass panna percentage. That is 1% of your contribution. Remaining 99%, okay, how it's going to be useful for a placement, what you contribute to really matters. Be ready guys, if you're already doing it, it's fine. If you're not doing it, I hope it's the right time, you can kickstart and start doing it guys. And we're always proud to say, MIT is always happy to host most of the campus drives at our college. Minimum 15 to 20 campus drives will happen in MIT, inviting all the other college students, including SMEC or PEC or whatever it may be. I'm talking about minimum. But our students going to other colleges maybe 1 or 2. Even today, your seniors, EC, Triple and mechanical students gone to CK College Kadalur to participate. Because we already always invite them. Okay, it's a company which works on microcontroller, microprocessor. They work with the military or defense of our Indian defense. Okay, now today they are attending the campus drive. Very few campus drives they will go. But in our college, maybe some of you guys would have been, being a volunteer would have been experienced here. Most of the top MNC companies will come and host a campus drive here. We'll use to host the campus drives here in our college. Next here is, we may start 2 selection process immediately after 5th semester. One is dream students. Second one is Zogo selection process, Zogo training. We can't able to train everybody to meet our expectation of the dream companies guys. Okay, hence now all these 700 people are eligible for this. Whether getting into this top 50 or top 70 purely depends on the effort what you're going to take it from right away now onwards. For all the 700 students, we'll conduct a selection process. Students are going to get through the selection process, will be taken as a dream students, where these students will be trained exclusively for taking up the dream companies. Again, for Zogo selection process as well as for TCS Digital. Even now, from our college, TCS will happen 2 phases. One is TCS Digital, TCS Ninja. For TCS Digital, from our college, this year around 92 students has participated. Around 40 students got shortlisted in the first round, and now they are in the training. They're going to take up the interview in 1 or 2 days. Okay, these 90 students have been selected purely based on the intensive selection process happened in our college. There is no eligibility. Okay, it's all purely based on your attendance, discipline, contribution, hard work, your credential. It's all purely, we will take all the criterias and choose the best. And then they will be given an intensive training either for the dreams as well as for TCS. Get ready guys, and for your batch we are planning to encourage a lot of internship, and maybe from next semester onwards be prepared to take it up an internship with small way to compromise small on your academic stuff. Next one is, see guys, there are 2 ways you can able to get a placement. One is our regular academic campus drives. Other one is through competitions. Hope every one of you guys would have been taken up a TCS Code Vita last week. Am I right? Yes or no? Have you all taken up TCS Code Vita? Because I want you guys, want to wake up you guys before the guest comes. That's what I'm repeatedly asking this question, okay? Please ensure that there are two ways, okay? One is through competition. Shivam sir, are you coming? Okay. Other one is regular campus drives. See, all the companies are hosting like Cognizant, TCS, Wipro, Zogo, Virtuosa, everybody is hosting a competition, and based on your performance in the competition, and you may get an internship followed by the offer. Even TCS Code Vita, guys, listen here. Even for TCS Code Vita, students are able to, completed at least minimum of 2 to 3 programs. You may get, last year, students out of these 8 or 9 programs, if it have been submitted minimum 3 programs, you will get a lot of chances to get an internship in TCS. Once you, this is a competition, okay. Completing the 3 programs will take you to the internship. This internship will take you to the placement. Okay, this is the process. Already, some of the guys who have been already completed 3 programs, there's a lot of chances you may end up in getting up 7 or 8 lakhs TCS digital offer in TCS. Okay, that's the importance of the competition. I'm giving one example of Code Vita by TCS. This is for any companies. Okay, hence why I'm insisting on this one. Don't miss out any competition being posted through placement cell or through competition group in future. Is it clear? Each and every competition, each and everything is very important. We want everyone to be a part of this one. Okay, done. Next one, guys, Capgemini. Now, there are 2 CSR programs are happening in our college. One is Capgemini training, other one is Infosys training. Okay. Capgemini training, our college has got a best credential or best outcome. Hope I would have been shared some of the messages in the national level competition conducted by the Capgemini. Our college has won the first prize. Adukku kai tatlanda tappulle. Okay. Guys, you guys need to practice habit of appreciating your seniors or anything which is happening around you. Okay. In the grand launch mode, delegates will, maybe one of your students may need to come and log in to the L&T portal and try to experience the platform, as well as principal, they will hand over the MOE copy to the principal. Okay. Try to have the practice of whenever required. Okay. Please appreciate and please encourage the people. Yeah, see guys, after the session is over, HR may ask you, do you have any questions to be asked? Okay. If they're asking this question, and at least 10 to 20 people need to be ready to ask a question. Is it clear? Even I WhatsApped yesterday saying that please go through, please try to understand L&T EduTech and be prepared with the questions. And guys, all the HRs are coming to a college, very sure they want some best interaction with the students. If they're asking this question, if no students is coming forward and asking a question, they will go with very bad memories. And they will understand the professionalism of the college, which we never got it. Okay, for this batch also, in future or today, if this question is being asked to you, do you have any questions to be asked? Minimum I'm talking, at least few girls and few boys should stand and ask few questions related to the inputs what you gathered from their talk. That's more important. Is it clear? in future, any HR interaction which has been happening, everyone need to be ready for that. Guys, I'm not sure you are aware of about what is product company, what is service company. Do you know whether Zogo is a product company or service company? How about TCS? Okay, if I ask someone to just stand and exactly define called as a service company, anyone is ready to answer for this question? Clarify your friends. Anyone is ready? What is product company, guys? I'll just simply say, company which develops a product on their own. Simple. That's why it's called as a product company. Service company which provides service for the product which is being developed by them or by somebody else, giving a service. Okay, TCS most of the project they do a service. That's why TCS is called as a, from the name itself it's understood, Tata Consultancy Services. Okay, and do you know what is core company? What is core company? What is IT company? What is core company? What is IT company? See guys, core company which works, see for example, mechanical, EEE, ACE, which works on machines, some embedded system, all those things called as a core company. IT company mostly does the job of developing a software. Okay, just want to just give a hint guys, nothing else. Fine, before the HR comes, if you guys got any questions or anything related to your, I know, in having your exam in front of you immediately right away next few days, you all in that mood only, there's no doubt in that. Still, any genuine questions from any of you guys, you're welcome, I'm ready to answer for those. Yeah, coming back to Capgemini guys, which I'm talking about, it's a CSR activity. What does CSR stands for? What does CSR stands for? It's a corporate social responsibility. Capgemini is coming to a college and training our students at free of cost and try to give a placement for all those trained students. Like Infosys also started. We already done lot of CSR activity with more than 10 MNC companies. Presently, okay, live one is all these companies. Present lively, okay, these companies are happening. Okay. Capgemini training which has happened for your seniors, it was a grand success. Based on the training, based on the inputs, based on the students' performance, I can able to see, okay, it was a grand success. And you guys also going to take up the Capgemini training immediately after your 5th semester exam, only for the batch of first 50-60 students. Who need to be among these 50-60 students will be purely decided based on some selection process. Okay, be prepared guys. Yeah, as I told you, before the HR comes, do you have any queries or thing? I'm ready to answer guys. Guys, I'll let you know the program agenda, okay? And once the case comes, we have an invocation song followed by, we're going to have a classical dance performance by one of your friend of studying 30 ECE. Okay. And immediately after that, principal will welcome the gathering. We'll have, as it's going to be a grand launch, we'll have Kuttavelakku and then honoring the guest. And we are going to address by both these delegates. Guys, listen here. Excuse me. What are you doing? Come back. Please be seated. முத்துறீங்க மேம் மேம் சொல்லுங்கப்பா இப்போ வந்தாச்சு சரி சரி ஓகே இப்போ சார் வராங்களா பிரின்சிபல் வராங்களா ஓகே 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 டன் டன் தேங்க்யூ தேங்க்யூப்பா சார் லைட்ஸ் ஆன் பண்ணிடலாம் ஐ ப்ரொஜெக்ஷன் வெல்கம் மியூசிக் சார் லைட்ஸ் ஆன் பண்ணிக்கோங்க
Good morning to one and all present here. It's my absolute pleasure and honor to welcome each and one of you to this incredible grand launch of L&T EduTech Educate India, conducted by Manakula Vinayagar Institute of Technology. As we gather here today, we mark the beginning of an incredible journey that bridges technology, innovation and education. The collaboration between L&T EduTech, a start in advancing technical education, and our institution is a testament to our commitment to fostering academic excellence and industry-ready skills. Before we dive into today's proceedings, I would like to welcome Ms. Beula Alphonse, Head of LNOD, Human Resource, and Dr. Anvit, Head of Strategy and Partnership, L&T EduTech, our beloved Principal Sir, Honorable Academic Dean Ma'am, respected placement officers and coordinators, esteemed faculty members, and last but not the least, our enthusiastic students for joining us today and making this event an memorable one. I request the choir girls on the dais for Tamil Thai Varthu.
வாழ்வினில் செம்மையை செய்பவள் நீயே மாண்புகள் நீயே என் தமிழ் தாயே வீழ்வாரை வீழாது காப்பவள் நீயே வீரனின் வீரமும் வெற்றியும் நீயே தாழ்ந்திடும் நிலையினில் உனை விடுப்பேனோ தமிழன் என்னாலும் தலைகுனிவேனோ சூழ்ந்தின்பம் நல்கிடும் பைந்தமிழ் அண்ணாய் தோன்றுடல் நீ உயிர் நான் மறப்பேனோ செந்தமிழே உயிரே நருந்தேனே செயலினை மூச்சினை உனக்களித்தேனே நைந்தாயனில் நைந்து போகும் என் வாழ்வு நன்னிலை உனக்கெனில் எனக்கும் தானே முந்தைய நாளினில் அறிவும் இல்லாது மொய்த்தனல் மனிதராம் புது புனல் மீது செந்தாமரை காடு பூத்தது போல செழித்த என் தமிழே ஒளியே வாழி செழித்த என் தமிழே ஒளியே வாழி செழித்த என் தமிழே ஒளியே வாழி.
Thank you, girls. Now, let's take a moment to immerse ourselves in the beauty of art and culture. Up next, we have a mesmerizing classical dance performance by Shirley Susan Trimu from EC department that promises us to captivate with her grace and rhythm.
விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் பொல்லாத விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் பொல்லாத விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் பொல்லாத விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் வேடிக்கையாய் பாட்டம் பாடி விதவிதமாய் பாட்டம் பாடி சாருக்கொரு லீலை செய்யும் நந்த கோபால கிருஷ்ணன் விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் பொல்லாத விஷமக்கார நீலமேகம் போல ஏறுந்தான் பாடினாலும் நெஞ்சில் வந்து கூடி ஏறுந்தான் நீலமேகம் போல ஏறுந்தான் பாடினாலும் நெஞ்சில் வந்து கூடி ஏறுந்தான் கோலப்புல்லா குழலோடி கோலப்புல்லா குழலோடி கோபியர்கள் கள்ளம்மாடு கோலப்புல்லா குழலோடி கோபியர்கள் கள்ளம்மாடு கொஞ்சம் போல வெண்ணை தாடி என்று கேட்டு ஆட்டம்மாடும் விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் பொல்லாத விஷமக்கார விஷமக்கார கண்ணன் பொல்லாத விஷமக்கார பக்கத்து வீட்டு பெண்ணை அழைப்பான் போகாரி ராகம் பாட சொல்லி வந்து கேட்பான் பக்கத்து வீட்டு பெண்ணை அழைப்பான் போகாரி ராகம் பாட சொல்லி வந்து கேட்பான் எனக்கு அது தெரியாதென்றான் எனக்கு அது தெரியாதென்றான் நெக்குருக கேள்வி திக்கி திக்கி அழுப்போது திக்கி திக்கி அழுப்போது நீதாண்டி விஷமக்கார பொல்லாத விஷமக்கார விஷமக்கார பொல்லாத விஷமக்கார வெண்ணை பானை போடக்கூடாது அவன் வந்து விழுங்கினாலும் கேட்கக்கூடாது வெண்ணை பானை போடக்கூடாது அவன் வந்து விழுங்கினாலும் கேட்கக்கூடாது சும்மா ஒரு பேச்சு காணும் பேச்சு காணும் திருடன் என்று சொல்லிவிட்டு அம்மா பாட்டி அன்னை தந்த அத்தனையும் திருடன் விஷமக்கார பொல்லாத விஷமக்கார வேடிக்கையாய் பாட்டு பாடி விதவிதமாய் பாட்டம் பாடி ஆளுக்கொரு லீலை நந்த கோபால கிருஷ்ணன் விஷமக்கார பொல்லாத 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 விஷமக்கார
Thank you, Susan, for your amazing performance. Now, I request all the delegates to join us in the dais marking the commencement of the event. Now, moving forward, it is time for welcome address, a moment that officially marks the beginning of this auspicious occasion. To extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all our esteemed guests, faculty members and students. I am delighted to invite our beloved Principal Sir to the dais for presenting the welcome address to the gathering.
Good morning. Respected dignitaries on the dais, dear Dr. Jayakumar program, about L&T, need not say much about this. Many of you may be knowing about this great organization, L&T. Almost in all areas they are working, starting from infrastructure, renewable energy and other areas. Now recently they are more focusing towards technology, particularly educating the young generation students. So they have started a separate division, EduTech, L&T EduTech. They are creating contents on various emerging technologies which will give a lot of benefits to our students. So I am very proud to mention here that our institution is the first institution getting signed up with the L&T for taking up this for the benefit of our students. So at this juncture, I like to thank our guest Anbu Thambi sir. He is very, very closely associated with our institution for a very long period. And also he is more frequent visitor of our institution through placement. So I like to extend my sincere thanks to Anbu Thambi sir and also the Madam Beulah Alphonse for their great initiative to have tie-up with the L&T, particularly for this program. Thank you sir, thank you madam. So, say as far as placement activities are concerned, just half an hour back I addressed all the students. So, the initiative taken through this program at our institute also will help all our students to get good placements. Because through the courses available in L&T EduTech platform, our students can learn lot of new technologies by taking up the certifications on various courses available in that portal. So definitely all the courses will be very, very useful for us to learn the technology. So though in the classrooms we are delivering we are sharing lot of information about the technology, taking up the course like this will be very much helpful in the placement point of view. So my request to all the students here is you have to take all the initiatives taken by our institution, because all the initiatives we are taking are only for your benefits. You have to take it up very seriously and try to follow the instructions very strictly. Instructions of placement officer and also your department faculty members very seriously and get benefited. So as far as placement is concerned, already we are doing a lot of things. So definitely by having tie-up with the L&T EduTech, definitely our placement record will be improved. Okay. And also we get a lot of opportunities to meet the experts from L&T through this tie-up. So they will share what are all the areas in which our students need to be focused. So all the informations will be very much useful. So I am very happy to be part of this great launch event of this L&T EduTech. Okay. With this few words, I extend my sincere warm welcome to the respected guest, Madam Beulah Alphonse and also Mr. Anbu Thambi sir for the great function. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful words. Now, let us proceed to an auspicious part of our event, the lighting of the lamp. This beautiful tradition signifies the dispelling of the darkness and the welcoming knowledge of wisdom and positivity. It symbolizes the bright path of learning and innovation that this event presents. To perform the ceremonial lighting event, I invite our esteemed dignitaries along with our beloved principal sir to come forward and join us in the marking of the formal commencement of this grand occasion.
Now, it's time to honor all the delegates. I request our Principal Sir to honor Dr. Anbatambi, Head of Strategy and Partnership, L&T EduTech. Mvit to honor Ms. Beulah Alphonse, Head of L&OD Human Resource. Thank you, sir. Mr. Munishwaran from L&T will be honored by Mr. Uday Shankar, Assistant Professor and Placement Coordinator of Department of Information Technology. Thank you, sir. Next, I request Kumran sir, Assistant Placement Officer of Mvit to honor our beloved Principal, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now, I am glad to call upon Mrs. Jayaprada ma'am, Assistant Professor and Placement Coordinator of Computer Science and Engineering Department, to introduce Ms. Beula Alphonse ma'am.
Happy morning to one and all gathered on and off the dais. I am much privileged to introduce you Ms. Beulah Alphonse, Head Talent Development and Employee Engagement, L&T HCI. Her educational background speaks that she has completed MBA in HR and PG Diploma in Strategic Leadership from IIM Calcutta. Ms. Beulah is a result-oriented and performance-driven L&D leader with 29 plus years of experience with large conglomerates like L&D, EY GDS, Flextronics and TVS Motors. She is recognized as a transformational learning leader with proven expertise in strategizing, digitizing and implementing L&D initiatives with a clear business impact. I profusely thank Madam for her time and efforts to engage with us. We are happy to have you amongst us. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Now it's time to hear from someone whose expertise and insights truly resonate with the theme of today's event. It's my honor to introduce Mrs. Beula Alphonse ma'am, the esteemed Head of Learning and Organizational Development, Human Resources at L&T Heavy Civil Infrastructure, for the special addressing.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Energy pattala nenikiren. It will be so right to call the future of India sitting in this room. Yeah? Are you all proud? Are you all proud? Yes? Right. It is a privilege and at the time where India is booming compared to all other countries across the world. Right? India is a powerhouse now, and we are the youngest in terms of the number of young people in our country in India. Right? So that should make us really proud. Thank you so much, sir, for the opportunity given to me. And I love the initiative, which is clearly written there, an initiative provided for a learning opportunity. Right? Konja Pinnadi, okay, this is okay. One more question to all of you in this room. How many of you are going to be a lifelong learner? You would want to raise your hand. I don't see many. I repeat my question, a very important question. How many of you would want to be a lifelong learner? I raise my hand, and I'm looking at the dais as well. Fantastic, fantastic. The future for all of us lies in we wanting to be a continuous learner. If you're not going to learn, right, we will have our expiry period very, very soon. Right, and this is an initiative to keep your learning ongoing. That's exactly why we are here. There are multiple opportunities to learn, right? And the college as well as L&T, the partnership here is to ensure we educate in India, right? That's where we are. My conversation with each one of you is, what is the corporates or the industry expecting from each one of you? Right? What do you think they are expecting? Do we have a mic around, or they can? What do you think an industry would expect from you? Anybody? Loud. A little louder. Skill, absolutely, right? Anything else an industry would expect from you? There are two things. Communication, yes, it's one of the competencies. Respect, okay. Smart work, yes.
A little louder. Respect. Okay. So there are two things I wanted to bring to this group here, right? We talk about the skill, like many of you did talk about the skill you all are building, which is extremely important, right? There is another important part, we call it will, the willingness to work as well, right? So which is more difficult to develop, the skill or the will? Will is your attitude, what you bring to the table, the respect part you mentioned, or the willingness part you mentioned, which is more difficult to bring to the table? Skill or will, or both? Okay, it looks like I'm confusing you, right? Your competencies are extremely important. That's your foundation that needs to be extremely strong. At the same time, your attitude which you bring to the world is extremely, extremely important. Right? When we as HR, when we look at, or the corporate, when we look at you not just for your skills, we also look at you for who you are, the character of you, right? And how well you are able to adapt, how well you are able to flex in a new environment, how well are you adapting to the culture of the organization. Right? All these things come in the will part which I'm talking about. So it's extremely, extremely important that you have a good balance between your core skills which you're developing, at the same time as a person, how you are emerging. Right? Now that is going to take you one step higher than somebody else. Right? When we come in for campus, or when we come in for hiring, we look at both, right? A cheerful person, happy person, a person who is constantly learning. Somebody did mention smart work, right? So smart work comes with you constantly building your skills, right? And a very important part is, are you networking? Are you building relationships? Right? Be it in your college, be it across the industry as well. Right? None of us are going to be able to do it alone. Right? In a corporate world, there's nothing called working in silos. Right? I come 9 o'clock, I quietly sit in one corner, I finish work and I go back home. That's not how corporate works. Right? Corporate works in a manner where we need to collaborate. We need to work together. Right? That's something they would expect from each one of you. Are you somebody who's comfortable to work with a person who's very different than you? Right? Gone are the days where gender, a man and a woman working together, could be challenging at times, but we are moving into an era where there are different diversities, right? It's a cognitive diversity. You and I come from a very different state. Our cultural background is very different, right? When we all come together to work in a corporate world, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult because we come with our own background, our thought process. So in a to the new environment, are you somebody who's willing to collaborate with people? Right? So future for all of us is, how do we work together and see success? That's something we need to keep in mind, right? Anything else I can think of? Let's look at being an innovative or demonstrating an innovative mindset, right? Now, how important do you think it is to have an innovative mindset? I'm talking to 500 plus engineers in the room. How important is to develop an innovative mindset? Raise your hand if you feel innovative mindset is important. Very slowly the hands are going up. Others don't feel innovation or having that digital suit important. It is important, right? Because the future is moving in that direction. We're talking about AI, ML, right? So we are moving in that direction. So having that mindset is extremely important, right? Again, another question to the group here. How many of you would want to be part of a solution in an organization? When you finish your college and walk into a corporate world, they would want you to be part of a solution, right? And that's where your innovative mindset is extremely, extremely important. You should be able to think in a manner much faster, agile, and say, you know what, Beulah, these are 5 different ways we can do this piece of work, which is given to you, right? So you explore, read a lot, right? Experiment and tell us, you know what, okay, you are doing this work this way, but you know what, you could do it in 5 different ways. You could save time, you could save cost, right? Manpower, a lot of things. That's exactly what we would want from budding engineers, right? Smart work, you all did mention. So each one of you, are you willing to be part of a solution, or are you going to be part of a problem? That's the mindset shift we would want to see in each one of you, right? Start from now. Start looking at a solutioning mindset. When you come into the organization as well, you're constantly thinking, how can I make this better? What improvement suggestions can I give my leader? How can I make my leader successful? When your leader is successful, each one of you will be successful, because we take the team along with us, right? So that is extremely important. Another very important, aligned with innovative mindset, is a growth mindset. Remember, I asked you this question, are you wanting to be a lifelong learner? Your answer was yes. 80% of the class said yes. I would want 100% of this class saying yes, because that's where our future lies, right? We need to develop growth mindset. Now, I cannot say this is where I come from, this is what I've studied, I'll only focus in this area and that's about it, right? That's fixed mindset. You need to start exploring opportunities. You need to be asking a lot of questions. You need to be raising your hand. Remember when I asked you a question, some of you were quiet, but raise your hand boldly, strongly, and tell what you strongly feel. Remember, somebody did mention a very important skill in a corporate world is communication. Yeah, it is as well. Each one of you should be able to speak for yourself, and we expect that from you, right? Very confidently. There's no right, wrong. It is about your confidence. Yes, everyone? Yes? That's again something very important we expect from each one of you. Anything else I can think of is how professional are you? Work ethics, when you say yes, it means yes. When you say no, it means no. That's the kind of confidence we would want from each one of you. Yes? And the college has put in a lot of effort the last 4 years. It's the 3rd year, I understand, right? And another year. And thank you so much for all the teachers who've been with you in this journey, the kind of grooming they have done, be it your foundational skills, be it your behavioral skills which they're developing as part in the college, right? And you will enter the corporate world soon. So we would want you to look at being professional as well. So something to summarize, I would say, be a continuous learner, a lifelong learner. There's so much to learn. And today, if you ask me, Beulah, I've completed 29 years in the corporate world. If you ask me, have you accomplished? I would say no. I continue to be work in progress no matter how many years I am in the corporate world, right? We will continue to be work in progress. There's so much more to learn, so much more to contribute back to the society. Right? So that's being a lifelong learner. When you come into the organization, we expect you to have the kind of skills, at the same time, the right attitude, the willingness to come in, to collaborate, to be agile, to be flexible, to adapt to the new environment, the culture part, right? And constantly work as a team. So pretty much that's what we expect from you. Thank you so much, and my best wishes to each one of you seated here. And a humble thanks to all the teachers here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your thought-provoking words. Hope our friends will follow. It's my absolute pleasure and honor to request Dr. Anbathambi sir along with Ms. Beulah Alphonse to hand over the Memorandum of Understanding to our principal sir.
With this MOU handing over or exchanging, some of our students portal has been already been created for them. I request one of the students, Neremari from 3rd year ECE, to come and log in her login credential in L&T EduTech page and try to explore the platform. I think this is like an official launch. This logging is like an official launch of L&T EduTech at MIT. With a big round of applause. I think a similar kind of login, everyone will get it. Thank you so much, L&T, for this great opportunity. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I am delighted.
Are expected to design efficient, low power and high performance ICs for cutting edge fields like
this is one of the sample learning video from L&T portal.
Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, etc. The career pathway on embedded chip engineers paves a way for grooming a learner with a clear roadmap of skills towards embedded IC design. Introducing with the basics of controllers and firmware engineering, the learner will be provided with wide knowledge in embedded
Something similar to this, we got more than 1,200 latest technology courses spread across all the departments available in L&T portal. You guys are going to explore all these benefits from L&T EduTech shortly.
development environments concerned. Modular design approach. The complete journey of
I will tell when I will.
fellow learners, welcome to this session on the basics of an 8-bit microcontroller called 8051. The objectives of this session are to have an overview of the components of microcontrollers.
Thank you, Neremadi, for being the first login user from MIT. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Now I am delighted to call upon Mr. Kumran, sir, Assistant Placement Officer and Assistant Professor of Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, to introduce about Dr. Anbuthambi, sir.
Very good morning, everyone. It's been immense pleasure to introduce our guest profile, Dr. Anbuthambi sir Bojarajan. He is Head Strategic and Partnership L&T EduTech. He has worked as past President of ICT Academy, a successful BBB social enterprise of India. Strong enterprise in working with industry, academia and government in developing the next generation tool by bridging the skill gap between industry and academia. As an evangelist of Skill India and Digital India initiatives, he has addressed students and educators across the country around 100 times. He has published several research papers in international journals and published thought leadership articles in renowned magazines and newspapers. Dr. Anbuthambi sir holds post-graduation in business management from XLRI Jamshedpur. Finished his degree in his batch as a 3rd rank holder. He has completed his PhD in management and his doctoral thesis was on employability skills. He is a member of Governing Council and Board of Studies in various higher education institutions across India. With this short note, we would like to introduce our guest, Dr. Anbuthambi sir, to address the gathering. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, all of you. I think it's already noon. So first of all, let me thank the management of Sri Manakalu Vinayagar Institute of Technology for having shown the trust on L&T and our efforts what we have put in. Ma, you give your mic, ma. I think that my mic is better. This is only echoing. Nalla mic ninga vechittingla. Is it okay? Comparatively, this is better, no? Okay. So, first of all, let me thank the principal and Dr. Jaykumar, the placement officer, for having interesting this initiative for these students. While this will benefit in a large way to each and every one of you, but it has to be brought in by some experts like your principal and Dr. Jaykumar and your HODs. They have seen it and they have understood we should take this to our students. So first of all, let me thank them for this, providing L&T a partnership with Manakalu Vinayagar Institute of Technology. So I've seen Manakalu Vinayagar Institute of Technology for a long time, since the inception, now because even in my earlier tenure I used to closely work with your principal, Jaykumar sir and a lot of other HODs, and I've seen many of your senior students. So more than the teachers, I've seen many of your seniors who are doing wonderfully in the industry. Now I've seen many of them, madam asked a question, do you have innovative mindset? Many of them have that, madam, they are not showing maybe, because you remember our Tech GM of LTTS or the Capgemini's contest, everywhere they go and many of them win lot of innovative contests and prizes. And recently also I saw they won this Capgemini's one of the contests where it's a national-wide tech contest. I don't know whether the winners are here, but somewhere they are there. Maybe innovators are not able to talk in front, but this college from the day when I've seen that kind of mindset has already been built with each one of you, and definitely your teachers, HODs and the principal, placement directors, everyone are supportive to ensure you are all winning. I think you are blessed to have this kind of group. At least I personally know 20 or 30 of your HODs and teachers. They will all give their entire life to students. So that kind of teachers are available only in very few institutions. So one such is this institution. I think you should all be blessed for this definitely, because Jaykumar, no, every time he will say, no, this year another 10 more students are there, another 20 more students are there. He will not sleep half of the days while the end of the placement season is happening. I think that kind of ownership and responsibility he has. That is exactly what Madam mentioned as responsibility and ownership when you join a company. Whatever I said as a point towards your teachers, principal and Dr. Jaykumar, the same people will have to tell about you after 10 years. Am I right or wrong? Which means you should understand what is changing now. 10 years, not 10 years, 40 years back, people were comfortable to give a job if you are a graduate. If he is a graduate, hire him. That's all. Our fathers, grandfathers, if they complete graduation, they would have got a government job. There is no need for anything else. All bank managers, teachers are all like that only. Some 20 years, 25 years back, 20 years back, they said, you hire an expert. Got it? You hire an expert. If madam wants to get one project leader for one of her project, 10, 20 years back, they will say, hire an expert. 10 years back, they were all asking, you hire an experienced person. Just a graduate to an expert to an experienced person. But today, they will hire somebody who is relevant for today. Even experience is gone away. You should remember this point. A very important term you should remember going forward. Staying relevant is the future. Even though I have 25 years experience, tomorrow my job will become obsolete due to something. Some technology may come and do my job. Somebody else will come and do my job. Or my role will become obsolete. If I have to survive in this industry, if I have to get a better job, if I have to grow in my career, I should remember this one sentence called staying relevant for today. Staying relevant. 1 week back, I went to a conference in Hyderabad. It is a game developers conference. Game developer conference. 5,000 people are there. All world leading gaming companies are there. You know the games, I need not tell you. Everybody is playing some game, some or the other game. As small as a temple run to as big as your jungly to as big as some games where people pour millions of money and make. All are games. Worldwide game developers meet happened in Hyderabad. I was a speaker in one session. I found myself as an odd man out there. Do you know why? I found myself as an odd man out there. Do you know why? Any one of you can answer? I felt very different there. I was a different guy there. Out of 5,000 people, there are 5,000. It happened in high-tech city. Do you know why I am odd man out? Even though I am just 40 plus, I felt too old there. That entire 5,000 population is from 25 to 30 range. They are only 25 years old to 30 years old. Am I relevant to this business, that business of game development? Answer is no. I am not relevant to game developers business at all. Which means I have expired for that industry. Got the point? In my age of 40, for one industry, I am expired already. They don't take my value there. Because the game developer sitting there is only a 25-year-old guy who can think how a kid will think. Who can think how a current youth will think. Because 40-year-old guy doesn't play a game. 50-year-old guy doesn't know how to get into the game. All game is played by school kids. So if you want to know their mindset, you should be equal to them or little above them, not more above them. That's in where I realized certain industries has already thrown people like me out. by the nature of that industry embracing only the youngsters. Going forward, that will happen. Number 2, 3-4 years back, I don't know whether you would have been in first year, there was a term called meta. Everybody was talking a term called meta. Meta skills, meta development. Do you think they are talking about that today? Are you hearing meta anywhere? You will only hear ML, DL, artificial intelligence, Gen AI, etc., etc. The word meta has gone away. Something has superseded that. 10 years back, the shelf life of every technology was some 5 years. Sorry, 5 years. 5 years back, the shelf life of every technology is some 3 years. Now, the shelf life of every technology is not more than 1.5 years. Whatever I learned today, you should be sure that in 1.5 years, it will go away. That doesn't mean that that will go, something else will come. Incidentally, most of you will land into IT jobs, because most of you are from the computer science, IT, electronics and circuit branches streams. It is more relevant to you to understand, you should be more relevant. You should be relevant for today. If you want to be relevant for today, your learning is not happening in college. By the time 4 years, now you are in the 3rd year, 4th year you come out, 5th year you join a company, you go and sit there and get into a decent role there, it will take 3 years. That time, whatever you have learnt or whatever people using today will not be there. Something else will be there. What is that something else? We don't know. We don't know the answer. It can be something which will change the life. There are thousands and thousands of people who are working on AI today, which you know. Thousands of research is happening over AI after this one tool called ChatGPT. How many of you have used ChatGPT? Raise your hands. Yeah, really? All of you have used? Good, excellent. Put it down. If you have gone to the nuances of ChatGPT, it will do everything what I am doing after this much years of experience. If my boss thinks to replace me, he can replace me. It will do everything what I am doing. I took 3 years to complete one PhD. I can do the same work today in 20 days. Whatever the output I gave in 3 years of my effort, I can give in 20 days. Whatever project you will do in the final year, I will do it in 2 hours. Whatever the people take to write so big magazines and theses and documentation, I will do it in 10 minutes. That is the power that AI is given to all of us. But that doesn't stand there. Remember always, ChatGPT you know as an user. Madam spoke about an innovative mindset. Thousands of people are using the developer version of ChatGPT. You got it? You and me are using it. I am using it to write a note. I am using it to write my email. I am using it to write my thesis. I am a user. There is a difference between a user and a developer. But thousands of students and researchers are keeping ChatGPT as a tool to develop a solution over it. Which means ChatGPT is an underlying tool. It is like ChatGPT will be an engine. It is not the car. ChatGPT is an engine. It will power the vehicle. But what is that vehicle? Is it a car? Is it a motorbike? Is it a ship? Is it an aeroplane? That is up to somebody to innovate. That's why ChatGPT is given the developer version and those protocol kits to students to develop multiple things. Today, anything if you have explored the world of AI, whatever you can think and imagine, that is possible in AI. Draw my picture, get me this diagram, find me an answer. Somebody said, no, ChatGPT cracked 99% of your exams, the entrance exams, AIEEE exams. The reason why I am telling, now slowly things are changing in the day-to-day life. Whatever a magazine, a author was taking to write a book, he is able to shrink it to 1/10 of the time. So the life is changing for everybody slowly. All it could happen not only with technology, it is the power to use the technology. It is the power to build over the technology. Please remember, as madam mentioned, you are engineers. You are not users. You are the developers of technology. You are not users of technology. You will day in day out think, how will I develop more? How will I develop better? How will I develop new? Until you think that, then you are not having that innovative mindset. You have to have that innovative mindset. But to stay relevant, I said we have to stay relevant. To stay relevant, what you should do? To stay relevant, again I will take what madam said, you should have the culture of lifelong learning. Lifelong learning, when she asked how many of you raise your hands, even if you don't raise your hands, you will become a lifelong learner. Because if you don't become a lifelong learner, you will not stay relevant. If you don't stay relevant, you are out of the game. We have no choice nowadays. If I have to be in this role, I have to know what is happening today for this role. Got it? If I am not learning today, the world will wait for one more day. Day after tomorrow, somebody else will take over this role. That is the reason I said, staying relevant is the key. The staying relevant is only possible with lifelong learning. But it is easy to say. How do we practice? How is it relevant to what we launched today? There is also a reason. When you say you should have that lifelong learning, madam also asked the first question and your all first answer was, what will industry expect out of you is a skill. The first answer somebody told, skill. That answer is very right. Industry hires us for skill. Industry doesn't hire for knowledge. Because they assume if you showcase your skill, the industry assumes you have the knowledge. Nobody directly hires for knowledge. Nobody asks you a question, what is A plus B the whole square? Okay, they will still ask in the aptitude test, but when you go to interview, they will not ask that question. Okay, tell me what is A plus B the whole square. As soon as you tell the answer, they will not tell you selected. If at all that role requires that formula, they will find out whether you can implement that formula in that project or whatever. So they will only expect you to exhibit the skill. Learning is also a skill. Lifelong learning is also a skill. And it cannot happen just like that. I cannot imbibe a skill today just like that. How did we acquire, for example, say, a cycling skill, bicycling skill? When did you acquire that skill? என்னைக்கு சைக்கிள் ஓட்ட கற்றுக்கிட்டோம்? சும்மா சொல்லுங்க. ஒரு 6th ஸ்டாண்டர்டில் 4th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட்லேவா? பாய்ஸ் ரொம்ப வெளியே ஓட்டியிருப்பாங்க, கேர்ள்ஸ் ஒரு 6th ஸ்டாண்டர்டில் ஓட்டியிருப்பீங்களா? எப்படி ஓட்ட கற்றுக்கிட்டோம்? somebody called a teacher, ஒரு டியூஷன் மாஸ்டர் வந்தார் வீட்டுக்கு, ஒரு போர்டு எடுத்து, இதுதான் டயர், இதுதான் பெடல், இதை அழுத்தினால் சைக்கிள் முன்னே செல்லும், பின்புறமாக அழுத்தினால் பின்னே செல்லும், 30 RPM முன்னே செல்லும், 22 RPM பின்னே வரும். இப்படி யாராவது நமக்கு சொல்லி கொடுத்தாங்களா? சொல்லி கொடுக்கல. தோராயமா எப்படி சைக்கிள் ஓட்ட சொல்லி கொடுத்துருப்பாங்க? எல்லார் வீட்லயும் ஒரு சைக்கிள் எடுத்திருப்பாங்க. அது ஒரு பழைய சைக்கிளா இருந்திருக்கும், இல்ல பக்கத்து வீட்டுக்காரன் சைக்கிளா இருந்திருக்கும். ஒரு 6ஆம் கிளாஸ்ல யாராவது ஒருத்தர் உங்களை ஏற்றி உட்கார வச்சிருப்பாங்க. ஒரு அப்பாவோ அண்ணாவோ அக்காவோ யாராவது ஒருத்தர் கொஞ்சம் தள்ளி விட்டுருப்பாங்க. ஒரு கொஞ்ச நேரம் ஒரு 1 2 3 4 டேஸ் தள்ளி விட்டுருப்பாங்க. நீங்களும் அந்த சைடில் கால் விட்டு அந்த குரங்கு படலாம் ட்ரை பண்ணியிருப்பீங்க. ஒரு 6ஆவது நாள் கீழே விழுந்திருப்பீங்க. ஒரு தழும்பு கூட இன்னமும் இருக்கும் முட்டியில். அதுக்கப்புறம் கொஞ்ச நாள் யாரோ ஒருத்தர் ட்ரை பண்ணி தள்ளுவாங்க. ஒரு நாள் ஒருத்தர் தள்ளிட்டு வந்தவர் அங்கே நின்று இருப்பாரு. அது தெரியாமல் நீங்கள் ஓட்ட பழகிருப்பீங்க. இப்படிதான் தோராயமாக எல்லாரும் சைக்கிள் ஓட்ட கற்றுருப்பீங்க. am I right or wrong? அநேகமாக ஸ்டோரி லைன் இஸ் சேம் ஃபார் ஆல் ஆஃப் அஸ். நல்லா கூர்ந்து யோசிச்சு பாருங்க. எவ்ரி ஆனுவல் லீவ் யுவர் ஃபாதர் கால்ஸ் யூ, மகனே நம்ம ஒரு தடவை சைக்கிளில் ரிவைஸ் பண்ணலாம் வாப்பா அப்படின்னு கூப்பிட்றாரா? இல்லை நீங்கள் கேர்ள்ஸ் வந்து வீட்டுக்கு போகும்போது சாயந்தரம் ஒரு 10 நிமிஷம் டைம் இருக்குமா, வாமா ஒரு தடவை ரிவிஷன் பண்ணுறேன்னு கூப்பிட்றாரா? பட் அந்த a plus b whole square எத்தனை தடவை ரிவைஸ் பண்ணியிருப்போம்? That is the difference between knowledge and skill. What we have learned bicycle as a skill, what we have learned a plus b the whole square as a knowledge. You have that knowledge, but you have imbibed a bicycling skill. That skill stays with you forever. And as many times you do more and more, it sharpens. It will never go out of you. நீங்க 6 மாசம் சைக்கிள் ஓட்டாம இருந்தாலும் 6 மாசத்துக்கு அப்புறம் அந்த சைக்கிள் எடுத்தாலும் you will definitely ride the bicycle. எனக்கு தெரியாதுன்னு நீங்க சொல்ல மாட்டீங்க. Because you have imbibed that skill. Let it be communication, let it be any skill you talk. Until you imbibe, it will not become your powerful skill. But how is that possible? How did we imbibe that? Because you practiced it and made it as a habit. Remember, my dear friends, the most powerful word you should always remember is something called habit. H-A-B-I-T. You have, the day when you started riding bicycle, you would have done it almost every day. Or you would have definitely done it 100 times to become a master in that bicycle riding. This is just an example. Whether it be swimming, whether it be morning, there was one girl who performed a nice dance. She didn't train yesterday 24 hours and come and dance here, right? How many days she would have danced or practiced? Some 100 times? Definitely. நேற்று காலையில் நாளைக்கு ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் நடக்குதுமா வாமான்னு சொல்லி ஒரு ஃப்ரெஷரை கூப்பிட்டு 24 hours டான்ஸ் பழக வச்சு இன்னைக்கு கொண்டு வந்து டான்ஸ் ஆட வைக்க முடியுமா என்ன? ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாது. 30 நாளில் ஆங்கில பாஷைன்னு ஒரு போர்டு போட்டிருக்குமே, 30 நாள் போயிட்டு வாங்க பார்க்கலாம், ஒரு வார்த்தை பேச முடியாது, சும்மா போர்டு தான் போட்டிருப்பாங்க. The reason is, until otherwise you inculcate that skill as your habit, you will not master in it. Do you know which is one of the most powerful habit we have, all of us in common? Which is the most powerful habit we all of us have in common? கரெக்டா சொல்லுங்க பார்க்கலாம் யாராவது ஒருத்தர். I will give a gift. எந்திரிச்சு நின்னு சொல்லணும். Which is one of the most powerful habit we all have in this room? எந்திரிச்சு நின்னு பதில் சொல்லுங்க, including the photographer. அவர்கிட்ட அந்த habit இருக்கு. All of us in this room have one most powerful habit. What is that habit? Listening. No, listening is not a habit, ma. Listening, you have no choice, no. You have to listen. நீங்க உங்களுக்கு பிடிக்காட்டி கூட உட்கார்ந்தாகணும். Anything else? Habit that you have inculcated yourself. Attempt some habits. Which is the most powerful habit? Not sleeping. That is not a habit. That's a human's this thing. You will anyway get sleep. It is not that you are trying. If your body is tired, automatically you will sleep. No. Learning, I have never made that habit, ma. Anything else? Somebody told, but they are not willing to stand and tell. Breathing is not a habit, ma. See, you have to live it, no? See, breathing, sleeping, eating, those are all humans' normal things. You need not build the habit. Automatically your body will expect that. Anything else? Practice what? Somebody told, but that is your habit, ma, not my habit. But no. Breathing, no. Eating, no. See, let me repeat, teaching, but that is a habit for teachers. You are not a teacher, no. Our photographer is not a teacher. I told everybody in this room have one habit, most powerful habit. The green brushing. Give her a big round of applause. The most powerful habit we have learned. Remember, you have not learned to breathe. You have not learned to eat. It is automatic. But you have learned brushing. Why do I say it is a most powerful habit? There are two reasons. Reason number one, Somebody would have taught us brushing while we were in kindergarten types. Okay? Somebody would have taught us, your brushing you should do it this way. Brush up, brush down, brush left, brush right, brush in, brush out. It would have taught to us in different languages and different tone, but this is how normally our mother would have practiced us how to brush. Even in the rhymes it will be there, in kindergarten rhymes. It was taught to us while we were in the age of 4, 5, 6 types. Even today we brush. You have to deeply think what happened today morning while we are brushing. You took the toothbrush, you took the paste and you brushed. During brushing, you never even thought about brushing. Your eyes was watching elsewhere. Your heart, maybe it is in the mobile or in the TV or watching around, it was doing something else. Both your heart and mind was not in brushing. You didn't consciously brush like our day one. Oh, wait. Your mother is there. Ma, brush up, brush down, brush left, brush right. We didn't do that. Your hand took the toothbrush and it did the work, while your mind and heart was elsewhere. Which means the brushing habit has gone to your unconscious mind. Whatever we were doing, we would have brushed it correctly. We would have done it perfectly. Because that is the most powerful habit. Another power of this habit is, today morning nobody is in our house. Nobody is there in my room. Did you ever, அப்பதா இன்னைக்கு தான் யாரும் பார்க்கலையே, நம்ம ஏன் பிரஷ் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு விட்டுட்டு வந்தீங்களா யாராச்சும்? So, because this is the most powerful habit, even if other people don't notice, your conscious mind will do that habit. These are the two reasons why we have inculcated brushing as a most powerful habit. எந்தெந்த விஷயத்துல you have done it as a powerful habit, there you are a master. In brushing we are all masters. Because we have inculcated, we have imbibed, we have ensured I will do it even without anybody in front of me. In the same pattern. இன்னைக்கு யாரும் பார்க்கலங்கிறது வேண்டி லெஃப்ட்ல மட்டும் வர்க்கிட்டு நம்ம விட மாட்டோம். We will also go for the right. The reason why am I telling this? If you have to stay relevant, lot of things you have to change. When you go to a company, your environment will be different, what madam said. Your technology, what you will work will be different. The person whom you will work will be different. The person whom you will report will be a different guy. Your dress may be different. Everything will be new, for which you need to change. இல்ல நான் இப்படிதான் இருப்பேன், என்னோட attitude இப்படிதான் இருக்கும், நீங்க உங்களை ஒரு பாக்ஸ்க்குள்ள போட்டுக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா it will be difficult to stay relevant. If I have to stay relevant, I have to change. If I have to change, and the change I have to make a new habit. You should know how to form a new habit. And the new habit நீங்க புதுசா ஃபார்ம் பண்ண வேண்டி வரும். அதுல முதல் முக்கிய habit, the day you join a company, the day you get a job or offer letter through Jay Kumar, your learning starts that day. This is not your learning at all. This is your preparation. In college we are preparing to learn. We are not learning. Please remember, நான் இங்க படிக்கிற இந்த 30-40 சப்ஜெக்ட் படிச்சிட்டு இதுதான் என்னோட வேலைன்னு நீங்க நினைச்சீங்கன்னா ஆன்சர் இஸ் நோ. இதெல்லாம் நம்ம அந்த தோட்டத்தை ரெடி பண்ற மாதிரி, ஒரு கம்பெனிக்கு போனதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் செடியே என்ன செடின்னு நமக்கு தெரியும். ஒரு ஆலமரம் வளர்க்க போறோமா, இல்ல மணி பிளான்ட் வளர்க்க போறோமா, இல்ல ஒரு நெல் வயல் போட போறோமான்னு அப்பதான் தெரியும். You are only now clearing the soil, making the land wet and making sure whatever it comes or whichever tree is put here, it will grow. அதுக்கான அடித்தளத்தை அமைக்கிறது தான் நம்ம காலேஜ். காலேஜ்ல இருந்து கம்பெனிக்கு போனதுக்கு அப்புறம் the first girl will work in a different project, the next girl will work in altogether an opposite project. இவங்க ரெண்டு பேருக்கு வேற வேற டெக்னாலஜி, வேற வேற உலகம், வேற வேற கிளையண்ட், வேற வேற லாங்குவேஜ், வேற வேற கல்ச்சர். ஒரே கல்ச்சரில் இருக்க போகிறது இல்லை. இது நான் சொல்லி தெரிய வேண்டியது, யூ ஆஸ்க் யுவர் சீனியர்ஸ் how their life is. They will do altogether different things whatever they have learnt here. அதுக்காக இங்கே படிக்கிறது முக்கியம் இல்லைன்னு நான் சொல்ல வரல. என்னோட எக்ஸாம்பிளை தெளிவாக புரிஞ்சுக்கங்க. I am ensuring my land is prepared well to seed anything tomorrow. அந்த ப்ரிப்பரேஷன் தான் நம்ம காலேஜ். When you go to a company, the first habit that you will inculcate is a lifelong learner habit. Which means, why did I choose brushing as a habit to tell you as an example? That you do every day. You do it for you. You don't do it for me. You do it even without anybody watching at you. You do it even without your father telling you. Similarly, learning is the one which will become your next powerful habit if you want to stay relevant, if you want to stay current, if you want to stay. இந்த மூணு நீங்க பண்ணணும்னா you have to learn, you have no choice. ஆஃபர் லெட்டர் நிறைய தடவை நான் ஜெயக்குமார் சார்ட்ட பேசும்போது சொல்லுவார், சார் ஆஃபர் லெட்டர் கைக்கு வந்த உடனே சப்ஜெக்ட் கூட யாரும் படிக்கிறது இல்லை, எல்லாருக்கும் அந்த இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் போயிடுறது. தட் இஸ் த பிக்கஸ்ட் பிளண்டர் ஆஃப் லைஃப். ஆஃபர் லெட்டர் வந்த உடனே ஒரு கம்பெனியில் ஆஃபர் லெட்டர் வருதுன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க, அதுக்கப்புறம் உங்க கேம் வேற. இப்போ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் சே நீங்க வந்து L&T ஆஃபர் லெட்டர் வாங்கிட்டீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க, அன்னையிலிருந்து L&T என்ன பண்றாங்க, L&T உடைய புது டெக்னாலஜிஸ் என்ன, L&T என்னென்ன டொமைன் இருக்கு, L&T எந்தெந்த டெக்னாலஜி யூஸ் பண்றாங்க, நாளைக்கு நான் L&T சேர்ந்த உடனே எப்படி நான் பெர்ஃபார்மர் ஆகணும்னு நீங்க திங்க் பண்றதுக்கான படிப்புகளை ஆரம்பிச்சிடணும். நீங்க சும்மா இருக்க முடியாது. யூ கான்ட் கோ as a novice to L&T. எக்ஸாம்பிள் இஸ் L&T. எனி கம்பெனி யூ வில் கெட் ஆஃபர். டிசிஎஸ்ல இப்போ இவர் சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தார், பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் அவர் சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தார், 40 பேருக்கு டிசிஎஸ்ல கிடைச்சிருச்சு சார்னு. The day one they will இன்னிலிருந்து அவங்க திங்க் பண்ண ஆரம்பிக்கணும், ஓகே what are the programs in TCS, what all technologies I am likely to go tomorrow, TCS ஓட business என்னென்ன, because I have to shine there, no, I have to grow there. உங்களை மாதிரி 10,000 பேர் வந்து சேருவாங்க L&Tல நாளை காலையில. நாளையிலிருந்து உங்களுக்கு அந்த 10,000 பேர் தான் காம்படிஷன். If I have to become a project leader among the 10,000, I should have a better power over them, I should have an edge over them. So I will have to prepare for that, I will have to learn for that, for which you should become a lifelong learner. This initiative of Educate India is with that objective, is with that purpose. What we have ensured is, you may be computer science, electrical, electronics, mechanical, whoever sitting here, all of them will get access to this. Your college has ensured it is coming to you. There are 1,200 courses, right from, you saw that electronics course to AML course, to power course, to mechanical digital manufacturing course, to the Python course or Java course or whatever. Everything is available. There are 1,250 courses. All 1,250 will be available to you. It is not one course is available to you. All 1,250 is available to you. The reason is, you are already in 3rd year. By 4th year, you may understand which is your domain. Imagine you are getting a job in a company which works on EV. You need to get the fundamentals of EV. Imagine you are inclined towards go to Gen A. You should know what is Gen A. So each of you can think, okay, let me learn this, let me learn this, and each of you may learn different things also. All those you can do it here. All are in the form of short courses, 3-hour, 5-hour, 6-hour courses. You can learn, earn your digital badge, make yourself happy. I have completed one course. In a particular period of one semester, if you can learn some 6-7 courses, it is considered as one pathway completion. Then you take an assessment, you get a certificate. If you are aiming at a job role, if there are computer science students, if somebody says, I am willing to become a full stack Java developer. Full stack Java developer means you should know 6 areas which you know. You should know front end, you should know back end, you should know database, you should know testing, like that you should know DevOps, you should know 6 areas to become a full stack Java developer. Today when you go to industry, everybody will ask you, are you a full stack developer? There is a full stack Java developer, full stack .NET developer, full stack Python developer, there is a data engineer, there is a business analyst, there are many. If you think you want to choose one career pathway, those career pathways will be available here. You go and click, I want to take a full stack Java developer, it will give you list of 60 courses which you will have to complete. All your teachers will teach you here. Additionally, you learn from this. to make yourself better every day. Try to sharpen yourself. Learn as many as possible. Your college has given you this big opportunity and it is built by L&T kind of large organization, and definitely it is to benefit you. You don't pay anything additional for anything. If you are brilliant, if you are learning all 1200 courses, we have no problem. If you want to learn only one course also, no problem. But it is like it is available to you, in front of you. The game of future is lifelong learning. If you are not inculcating this habit, we will not survive. I think this is one step towards that. It is not just in college. In college, now, sir has given this to you, you will all learn next year and next year. After you go to a company, you should also find ways to learn like this. There the company will give you. For example, for all of us, this madam is head of learning and development and leadership. So they get such platforms and they give it to us. Even to me, there is a target they have given. You are supposed to complete so many hours of learning this year. And based on which my appraisal is also rated in many companies. So I have no choice, I have to learn because the company is making me to learn. If I don't learn, I am irrelevant to this company. The same will be the case with any company you join. Any decent company you join, they will ensure you will learn. For which you should have the culture of learning. You should have the habit of learning. Imagine I want to become a dancer. Suddenly, as soon as I go to the company from the day one, I have to dance. How will I dance? I don't know dance. I will struggle. Instead, let me start dancing from now on. Every day, let me dance for 10 minutes. Get some practice before I land into that company. Then if they ask me to dance, I will dance at least to some extent. Similarly, I wish everybody to build that learning culture. When I say learning culture, again, learning culture. I am not talking about the teaching culture. Professor is teaching, I am sitting, it is not learning culture. Don't misunderstand these two. As soon as I talk about learning, you should think about brushing. Learning is when you are doing on your own. My attending X number of hours is not learning. That is teaching. Somebody is teaching you. They have taught me, I have gone back home or I am in holiday. What did I learn? I am coming in the bus from Pondicherry to Manakalavanagar Institute. I am coming in the bus for 30 minutes. I have 3 choices. Sleep, take Instagram reels, click one reel. By the time I reach Manakalavanagar, I would have seen some 100 reels. 50 are movie, 50 are meme, 50 are somebody is scolding about somebody, 50 are Nayandara talking about Dhanush. All those I could have seen. The same 30 minutes, I could have used to finish one module to learn what is Gen AI in healthcare. 3 choices are in front of you. Nobody is telling you what you should do. You only will decide that. If you have decided I will use the 30 minutes for learning something, you have inculcated the habit of learning. That doesn't mean that you should not have fun. You can have fun. Fun shouldn't become a habit. I see some friends, not even friends. I used to have tea in a shop next to my office. One college is next to my place. I see students coming and sitting, 4 of them. All 4 will be sitting there for 1 hour. All 4 will not talk to each other. All 4 will hold their mobile and they will be doing something. One day I was curious, I went behind them and I saw what they are doing. They are only watching Insta reels. I am more worried there. Indirectly you have wasted that 1 hour. You keep the phone, you 4 of you quarrel in between 4 of you, your communication skill would have grown. Seeing that Instagram reel, nothing would have grown. You can still see, but you should know when to see, how much to see, how much to limit. You should know that yourself. The reason I am using yourself, going forward, it is you who will decide. There is no teacher in life after this 4 years. You can decide your time. You can decide to brush or not. Nobody is going to ask you. But you have consciously decided to brush. Similarly, you have to consciously decide to learn. Start it now. You use every day 30 minutes only. Even to the dancer who danced in the morning, she wouldn't have danced 24 hours a day. She would have gone for a half an hour class throughout 5 years. Normally in Chennai, Bharatanatyam classes happens that way only. It's a 40 minutes class. Okay? 40 minutes batch only throughout their life. But they will go every day. The habit will happen when you do every day. Together I cannot sit and do 24 hours and say I am an expert there. It can't happen. So even this learning, you should take every day. I'm sure the faculty HOD will guide you, but personally, you should say, let me spend only 15 minutes a day. It's okay. Or 30 minutes a day. You decide your time, but do that every day. Some change will come in. The culture of learning will come in. I will tell one example for this and I will close. If you go to Pondicherry Beach Road, no, in the morning, hundreds of people will be running in order to reduce their tummy, including me, okay. We used to run there. Every day people will run. You should also understand the nuances of that running. You start running, in 15-20 minutes, there will be a little sweat. Okay? Immediately that person will decide, oh, mudinjichu romba tired ayiduchu. They will stop there. And they will sit for some time, talk in the beach, have one coffee and go home. They will be doing this throughout the year. But do you know, your body will start affecting of fat burning only after that first sweat. If that guy is run for 20 minutes, the burning will happen from 21st minute. It will not happen in this 20 minutes. So if at all that guy runs another 5 minutes, that's where his real objective will be met. His objective is to reduce weight. His objective will be met only when he extends that 5 minutes. Until he knows that, he will not be able to powerfully make that as an habit. You should make a habit, you should make it powerful, you should also know whether it is working or not. நீங்க தான் படிக்க சொல்லிட்டீங்க, நான் ஆன் பண்ணி வச்சிட்டு நான் இங்க ஏதோ வேலை பண்றேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அங்க பாட்டுக்கு வீடியோ ஓடிட்டு இருக்கு, இங்க நீங்க வேலை பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தீங்கன்னா that is not a habit. That also I have seen. All these courses are video courses. There is no in the paper படிக்கிற courses கிடையாது. Since it is self learning, don't think it will be all no சில முன்னாடி எல்லாம் வந்து you have to read ன்னு இருக்கு. இங்க read கிடையாது. Every course somebody will teach. There will be a teacher who will be in front of you, he will teach you. You have a choice. You can switch on the video and you can watch elsewhere. You have a choice to put a headphone and be with him fully. Choice is with you. The impact is on how you work on your model. I have to run 25 minutes to get an impact, but I have to run every day. My dear friends, this is a good opportunity for each of you. This will not just be helpful for your initial stage of career. I am seeing this Educate India will get you a new culture of self-learning for lifelong, as what madam started talking to. That is what we are trying to imbibe through this. So try as many programs as you want, but ensure you do it daily. 15 minutes or 30 minutes, it is fine, but do it daily. Make it as a habit. When you go to a company, you will make it as a habit. Then you will succeed lifelong. Lifelong learning is for lifelong success. Otherwise, we will not be relevant. So once again, I thank all of you. Jaykumar sir will be initiating the login IDs for all of you. You will get it. No, and our HODs, we had a meeting with all HODs and teachers already. We will also have one more session with them. They will guide you based on the syllabus of what you are doing in each semester, which courses will be relevant to you. They will help you. Don't worry about it. But please make sure you take it to the fullest and make best use of it. All the very best, and thank you very much, one and all.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful words. As we approach the end of this event, it's time to acknowledge and express gratitude to everyone who made this occasion a grand success. Now, I call upon Dr. Jayakumar, sir, placement officer, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Once again, very good afternoon to everyone. See guys, this slide, what you're seeing behind me, it's possible is only because of Anbu sir. And sir is in this industry for more than 25 years. Still, Anbu sir has chosen MIT being a first institution to sign up this L&T EduTech. For that itself, Sir has been connected with more than, I can say more than 500 companies in India, no doubt. Even 100 plus colleges in India. But still, he has chosen MIT being the first institution signed up. This has happened during one of the Industry Academia Connect, happened at L&T Auditorium. So thank you for connecting, giving this opportunity, as well as connecting with a lot of industries for the last 10 years. Thank you so much for all your support for the last more than a decade. Thank you so much, sir. Next, I'd like to thank Beulah Alphonse ma'am for her inspiring words and for her insights. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your presence. Next, I'd like to thank Munishwaran sir from L&T for supporting us for this effective implementation of L&T. See guys, as sir told, this L&T EduTech is not the first launch here. It's been there for long term at L&T. But this each and every course has been charged more than 5,000-6,000 for the last few years. But L&T has came forward to reaching out the whole country to all the engineering graduates. Okay, this just came down to ensure that it's going to reach out throughout India. And our college is also going to, all 2,500 students in MIT is going to get benefit out of the L&T. This particular online course is only because our beloved principal has accepted to give this particular course to all you people at free of cost. We should thank our management also. We are not going to charge even a single pice to everyone. All you guys are right away eligible to access all these 1,200 courses right away even from today onwards. Okay, it's only because of the kind of gesture shown by our beloved principal, and you third years are going to get greatly benefit out of this one, because your final years are going to hardly have the next 3-4 months, but you guys are going to be with us for the next 1.5 years. I hope you guys are going to get before placements greatly benefit out of this one. Okay, next I'd like to thank all the HODs, all the faculty members, my dear placement team, volunteers, and all the third years. Though your exam is been scheduled next few days, still I'd like to appreciate every one of you being here, turned up here, and patiently listen to all these delegates out here. Thank you so much everyone for your presence. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I request the co-ed girls on the dais for national anthem.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा दव शुभ नामे जाहे दव शुभाशिष माहे गाहे दव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Guys, we're going to have a small group photo. I request placement team to join along with us for the group photo, please. Placement team, other faculty members. Sugunidha ma'am, could you please join on the stage? Jain sir. I request students volunteers to come and join for the group photo, please. All the students volunteers. Martha, hurry, சீக்கிரம் வாங்கப்பா, சீக்கிரம். Students, please stay back till the delegates leave the hall. Guys, we have arranged a bus around, maybe you haven't got a message, around 12:50. Okay, we have